are you doing? What are you doing? Are you trying to get out of your cage? Are you trying to knock it over? Huh? Silly boy. When you stand up like that, you actually do look snaky. Huh? But you're, whoops, not as coordinated. Silly boy. So just like my Sheltopusik at the beginning of this video, my red-headed Agamas are wild caught. As you can see, this little male is going absolutely crazy. He doesn't want to have anything to do with me at all. So I thought this would be a good time to kind of go over some tips and strategies for taming wild-caught reptiles. Eventually, if you keep enough reptiles, if you're a real fan like I am, you will probably run into this problem. At some point down the road, you're going to end up with a reptile that just has never had human contact and just doesn't know how to deal with it. So the best tips I can recommend are daily contact. At first, they're going to be really skittish like this guy. But if you can just get them to let you touch them like this, just a little bit every day, they will learn that you are not a threat to them. I've also been not tongue feeding, but like holding his food and dropping it in front of him so he sees me before he sees his food, so he recognizes that I'm his caregiver. That can help a little bit too. But you gotta be careful. These guys have really huge, like almost fangs, so I really don't want to get snagged by those teeth. But he's not really wanting to bite so much as he's wanting to scare me or run away. He doesn't want to be touched. I would recommend when you first start doing this, just get to a point, like at first when he's kind of skittish and running around, just get to a point where he lets you touch him like this without running, and then end the experience on a good note. And then come back the next day and do it again until he calms down. And just keep doing this every day, and eventually he'll reach a point where he no longer sees you as a threat. He sees you as kind of, well, maybe an annoying creature in his life, but not something that he needs to be afraid of, kind of like that fly that walks around on your face or whatever. So, and he is really, he's not as happy about this as he looks. I mean, you can see he's like ducking, and he is like, he's kind of being a little grumpy. But I really want to try to get him on my hand so I can kind of show you. So I'm going to try not to get, I don't want him to escape either. Let me see. So let's see if he's calm enough where he will let me stick my hand. Usually it takes a little while for them to kind of relax. Hey, good boy. Okay, and I would see, he's not trying to bite. He's actually just trying to like escape. So let me see if I can kind of coax him. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good boy. So you'll want to repeat this over and over and over and over every day until he just gets used to being handled. He is really not happy about this. But this is how you tame them down and get them used to being handled and get them used to human contact. So this is how I do it. And eventually they no longer are afraid. They become kind of desensitized to people. So, and there he goes. But yeah, this is how I do it. So I hope this helps those of you who are dealing with super crazy animals like this. they can be a real challenge, especially when they have, you know, the capacity to do some real hurt. Oh, my stupid toes in the background. Hide, toes. So you've got to be really careful because you don't want to trigger an attack because then you're ending on a bad note. You want to try to end on a good note. So I'm just going to pet him a little bit and then I will leave him alone until tomorrow.
Please give the video a thumbs up and like and subscribe.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.